Who is next? Who will appear in the crystal ball? Ver Vermillion, or as I call him on Twitter, Vivi. What's your story? This one is also pretty interesting. We also have 2 major arcana in this reading. All right, so we have the first card is the Hanged Man. The second card is Page of Swords. Third card is the Fool. Very interesting, Vivi. So yeah, the Fool came out again. When it comes to the Hanged Man, it feels like in the past, it feels like he's someone who has always tried to look at all possibilities. Someone who tries to look at things in different perspectives. I think it's sort of like that thing that some people do where you don't want to discount like the possibility of this or the possibility of that. Like, what if this happens? What if that happens? It's not, I know it looks like a scary card, but it's really not. It's just someone who really wants to find the truth. Someone who wants to know what is for certain, which is why you are able to kind of look at all possibilities, because you want to know like what could be. But I think in terms of growing up like that, I'm just sensing some sort of struggle, but I'm gonna leave that for now. Let's go into how that has to do with Page of Swords. So I feel like this very much has to do with the Hanged Man, because when you are brought up like that, or if that's just how you are as a person, then you're pretty smart. You know, you're trying to find the answer to a lot of different things. And so that's what I'm getting. He is very smart. I think he learns pretty quickly. And I think cultivating that skill of, being very inquisitive and curious about stuff, if you harness that, then you become someone who, is very smart, very knowledgeable, very insightful, but not like, oh, I'm too smart for everyone. Because, there's some people like that and, fuck those people, but he's not one of them. He likes to share information. He has a lot going on in his brain, is what I'm feeling. And sometimes he just wants to tell people stuff he knows. Yeah, he might be somebody that's good at puzzle games. I don't want to, say for certain, but that's just the vibe. There's a word in here that says prodigy. So I feel like maybe there's some sort of expectation that has been placed on him by, whoever in his life. And he's trying to find himself in that. Trying to find himself, separately from all the knowledge, all the book smart things. Like who am I underneath all of that? Who am I underneath, all the paper, all the books, or stuff like that, all the skill. So I feel like that's where the Fool comes in, because like I was saying before, the Fool is about lightheartedness and going through life open to new things, open to anything, really. Willing to make mistakes, willing to learn from those mistakes as well. So I feel like that might be a theme that comes into his life later on. The feeling of wanting to step outside of the box, step outside of the norm. Kind of like being someone who's really book smart and then trying to learn how to be street smart. Because I think not just in life, but also, in life and in a lot of situations and circumstances, there's a lot of like what ifs. What if this? What if that? And I think he does enough of that already just on his own. There's going to be a moment where he doesn't have to think about the what ifs, is what I'm feeling. And I'm looking forward to how that goes. I'm looking forward to the growth of, being someone who's a little bit, it's like watching a shoelace be untied, I guess, is the analogy that comes to the top of my mind. I think that's all I've got. The group has a lot of growing to do, it seems. I mean, we all have growing to do. Everyone has growing to do. But yeah, it does seem like a reoccurring theme.